So it's Tuesday, February 11th, 2025. I'm JTG, and I just got out of my cardiac rehab session for this week. And I think I'm doing better as time goes on. I'm getting able to do more but I'm still very tired, very exhausted. I've been sleeping a lot lately, still exhausted. In fact, if I hadn't come here, I probably would be in bed asleep right now. That's in spite of having slept through last night. See, I woke up at about 6 o'clock, and then I was up for maybe an hour, and I went back to bed, and I slept till about 10. I've been up since 10. My blood pressure was pretty good in there. It was about 111 when I first went in, and it was 125 when I finished my half hour of exercise. I've been on a new drug for my blood sugar, Januvia, I think it's called. Begins with a J. And I wasn't prepared for just how effective it would be, because several times I've had the alarm on my glucose monitor go off, telling me I had low blood sugar, and that goes off when it's below 80. But it's gone off in the 60s several times, and once it was 54. I woke up. It woke me up in the early morning. It was 54, and I had some sugar pills nearby, glucose pills that I ate a bunch of, and I drank water because it dissolves it and gets it into the system quicker. But I was really afraid. There was one morning when it was 54, and nothing I seemed to do. I ate like a dozen sugar pills, and it was still in the 50s, and I was beginning to wonder, am I going to have to call an ambulance? And then it slowly started rising. So, I need to be more aware of my insulin intake. I've reduced the amount of insulin I pump into me. But I have to be much more aware of how much insulin I take, and when I take it, and how much exercise. Like my blood sugar is now about 100 right now. It was about 150 when I got here, and just in the hour of exercise it dropped 50 points. So anyway, on Thursday is the surgery day for the kidney stone. I'm going to get picked up about 3 a.m. because I need to be at Stanford by 5 a.m. Surgery should be somewhere in the 7 a.m. zone. So, if all goes well, hopefully I'll be out of there that afternoon. I think that's kind of a little quick to send me home, but and it's going to be a long ride back too. So it's like 2.5 hour ride up there, and then a 2-hour ride back. And I doubt I'm going to get a lot of sleep that Wednesday night, Thursday morning. So I'm probably not going to be in pretty good shape when I get home. I'm not sure how sore I'll be, whether I'll be able to even walk. So we'll see. Going to put down a bunch of food for the dogs and the cats. I'm going to fill up their food containers. I'm going to fill up all the water. I have 4 1-gallon fountains. So, and that, based on previous, should last them at least a week. And Hopefully I get someone to come by. I figure if I'm gone for more than a few days, something bad has happened. So, I suppose when I think about it realistically, I'm probably going to be back and everything will be okay in a few days. I mean, they're telling me they're going to send me home that day, but then they also tell me I've got a very complex surgery because my guts have been rearranged because of the colostomy and the size of the stone. So they can't basically just do a standard. They kind of have to make it up as they go along, I guess. It's not like, well, here's another person. We'll just do it the way we've done the last 100 and 200,000, And indeed, it occurs to me that that could actually be a problem because they could go in thinking that they're just going to, I know they're not going to necessarily do this, but there could be a mindset of going in thinking this is going to be a simple routine. We know what we're doing. But then it's like, oh, wait. Well, we knew that this was going to be a challenge, but we didn't realize how much of a challenge it was going to be. So, I guess the medium bed would be like they decide to keep me overnight for observation. So I'd come back the next day. Worst case scenario is I'm there for a long time. I suppose worst case scenario is I never go home. But hopefully that won't happen. I've stopped taking most of my prescriptions, especially the blood thinners. So I should be okay. I hope. Anyway, that's all.